Okay, I'm going to talk about the back of the bus now. There's basically 4 parts. We're going to identify lenses again. We're going to talk about how we're going to check them. Unlawful to pass sign is number 3, and the exhaust system is number 4. All right, so I'm going to identify my lights. 3 ID markers, 2 8-way ambers, 2 8-way reds. On both sides, it's turn signal and 4-way hazards, brake light, backing light, BB. Brake light, backing light. Tail lights down at the bottom, kind of like where your tail would be on both sides. And then there's also reflectors on both sides. Okay. So 3 ID markers, 2 8-way ambers, 2 8-way reds, my turn signals and 4-way hazards. Then I have my brake lights. Then I have my backing lights, tail lights, reflectors. I would check my lenses the same as I did on the front. Third thing, the unlawful to pass sign is kind of like your reflective tape. It's securely affixed to the bus, not damaged and clean. But instead of saying proper color, we're going to say it's legible. So my unlawful to pass sign is securely affixed to the bus, not damaged, clean, and legible. The exhaust system, which is back here kind of all by its lonesome, you're going to touch it. You're going to touch this right here. That's your exhaust system. It has kind of the same verbiage as some other stuff, but with stuff added. It's kind of special. Okay. So in my brain, I break it down. Let's see, there are 4, like in my brain, kind of like lines that we have to say, 4 parts. Okay. So what is it that we say for almost everything? Securely mounted, not damaged, working properly. The exhaust system adds to it. I'm going to try to show you this with my phone. Not working. Goodness, I did this earlier and it kind of worked. Hold on. It's because it's too close. So I kind of interweave my fingers like this. It's hard to see, but it's tightly connected. That's how I remember to add that. So it is securely mounted, not damaged, working properly, and then tightly connected. No loose or missing nuts or bolts, clamps, or mounting brackets. So it adds clamps and mounting brackets to it. Then, if you remember, our brake chamber is not, there's no dents or cracks. And if you remember that our brake drum was no cracks, dents, or holes. This one is not there's no severe dents, cracks, or holes. So it kind of combines those two. And then there's no leaks. So on your tires with your lug nuts, the signs of loose lug nuts are rust trails and shiny threads. With the exhaust system, we want to make sure it's not leaking rust or carbon soot. So you can kind of remember that your lug nuts and your exhaust, rust is part of both of those. It's rust trails on the lug nuts, but back here it's rust and carbon soot is the big keyword, and tightly connected, okay? So altogether for the exhaust, it is securely mounted, not damaged, working properly, tightly connected. I guess you could do that too. Tightly connected. No loose or missing nuts, bolts, clamps, or mounting brackets. No severe dents, cracks, or holes, and no signs of exhaust leaks, such as rust or carbon soot. So here's what the whole back of the bus looks like. On the back of the bus, I have 3 ID markers. I have 2 8-way ambers. I have 2 8-way reds. I have my turn signal and 4-way hazards, my brake lights, and my backing lights. Obviously, when I'm not holding the phone, I can kind of do like both at the same time. But since I'm filming this, I kind of am going back and forth. But you know, you get the idea. You have to touch and say what each one is on both sides. On this one, tail lights and reflectors. I would check all my lenses on the back of the bus the same as I did on the front. My unlawful to pass sign is securely affixed to the bus. It is clean, not damaged, and legible. My exhaust system is securely mounted, not damaged, tightly connected, no loose or missing nuts, bolts, clamps, or mounting brackets. There's no severe dents, cracks, or holes, and there are no signs of exhaust leaks, such as rust or carbon soot. That is the back of the bus.